Hey, what's up YouTube? I'm Ryan, and I'm a film critic. The first film I'm going to review is The Last Airbender, made by M. Night Shyamalan. Mamalan. A ding dong. Now, The Last Airbender was absolutely horrible. It had almost every element that was bad with it. Now, I actually made a list of the things that M. Night Shyamalan did wrong with Avatar. The Last Airbender. Hang on. Yeah, that's going to take a while. I might as well just stick with the things that he did right. The story. Yeah, he actually did not write the story. He actually let the guys who wrote the series write the story, which was something that James Wong and for Dragon Ball Evolution failed to do. He actually took over the story and ruined it. Now, and I gotta admit, the story was very good. It stuck to what the series was talking about, so that wasn't that bad. However, M. Night Shyamalan did write the screenplay, which was god-awful. I mean, laughable dialogue and horrible acting. Now, the second thing, hang on. Oh, effects. Yeah, the effects were actually above par. I mean, they were good. I mean, not the best, but good. And it's kind of the same thing with Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball had good effects too, even though there were some little inconsistencies. But now, this movie, The Last Airbender, just really stunk out loud. I mean, when Dragon Ball Evolution came out and I watched it in theaters, I was literally just so disappointed that I was irate. I was angry. But I was disappointed with The Last Airbender, but I was happy. I was laughing because this movie was that bad. So that really says the difference. I mean, Dragon Ball Evolution is bad and miserable, but The Last Airbender is bad in a funny way. So, now, the fight choreography. Now, the fight choreography was mediocre at best. I mean, there were some good fights, like some of Zuko's fights with the Fire Nation guys. I mean, that was not that bad. But then there was like Aang's fights. I mean, that's another thing. They changed the frickin' name of the main character. I mean, they stick to the story. They got it right in the story. I mean, the story's just perfect with the series. But then they mess up the name. How can you mess up the main name of the character? Well, anyway, the fight choreography was mediocre, of course. And Aang's fighting was absolutely horrible. I mean, it just did not meet any expectations whatsoever. I mean, and some of the Earth guys, which were pretty funny, they were the ones that were doing the dance, boom, 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 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Earth Nation, Earth Nation, go Earth Nation. And then you had the water chief, that one of the water commanders on the wall near the end of the movie. He goes, oh! Yeah, not like that has any point to it. Well, and then there's the Fire Lord. I mean, the guy that plays the Fire Lord, I've seen him in a few other movies like Live Free or Die Hard, and I've in other movies, but he's usually a good actor. But in this movie, he did not really make any effort in his character. I mean, he looks at a guy straight on and goes, I am pleased. Yeah, that was the driest piece of dialogue in the movie. I mean, there's even one scene where he's just looking up at nothing, like looking up at the sky, while a guy's just talking to him over here. Yeah, anyway, so the characters had little or no chemistry with each other. I mean, there was supposed to be a love interest for Sokka, but let's just say that fell apart. And I don't know, like if does Aang like the Katara, the girl? I don't know. I mean, M. Night Shyamalan does not show any character development in the interaction. It just doesn't work. I mean, the only thing I can say that is good about it is that it stuck to the story and it kept up with good effects. But other than that, the movie was just absolutely horrible. It was laughable. It just you would just see this movie and never stop laughing. Now, when I first saw the budget for this movie, which by the way was $150 million, now I have to say, I literally stopped. I was stunned. My mind just stopped working. I had to literally, just go, yeah, I had to wake myself up. And then I just started laughing. I fell out of my chair, and I was just holding my gut because it was hurting so bad. And then I just started crying. You know what? That's where our money goes to. Our money could go to this. And that just pisses me off. But what did M. Night Shyamalan do with this $150 million for this movie? Did you just spend $20 million on the effects, then $130 million on plot for him and the cast? I mean, well, no wonder the movie was so bad. They were all as high as kites. And you just gotta say that this movie just tears your very understanding of what a good movie is. I mean, M. Night Shyamalan was only good in one movie, The Sixth Sense, which was sort of, it was good. It had one of the greatest plot twists of all time, to making The Last Airbender and The Happening. Now, how does a guy go from Sixth Sense to this? I mean, his film career went down faster than a Thai hooker, honestly. So Mr. Shyamalan, or M. Night, whatever you want to be called, I am probably going to be the first of many. Maybe there's others, I don't know. But I am going to call for your resignation as a filmmaker. I do not think you should make films anymore. You have had your chance multiple times, and you have failed. You are probably worse than U-Bowl. And people have been calling for his resignation a long time. So, M. Night Shyamalan, just quit filmmaking. Just keep your DVD of The Sixth Sense in your Hall of Fame, and just step out gracefully. Because there's no way you're going to redeem yourself anymore. You've had your chance, and now it's gone. Okay? Just leave filmmaking alone. Thank you.